and creating for you and your family great opportunity this morning. We're extremely blessed. We want to say happy, it's still Thanksgiving holidays. So we want to say happy holidays to you and your families. We pray that all has went well, fellowship, um, just being together. We're certainly blessed in this time. We're blessed. There's so many opportunities and different things that we can be thankful for in this season. With this being we entering into a new season now, this is a great time to change your life. This is an excellent opportunity to change your life. And today we will have more insight on how to do that, just that wealth building, wealth creation. Um, there's so much here that we're going to go over today to give you a better knowledge of how to set yourself apart from the day-to-day grind, the day-to-day struggles that most families incur during a lifetime. So you have an excellent opportunity today. We welcome you. We're glad that you were able to take a certain amount of time out of your schedule today. It takes time to change your life. It takes time and effort. So if you're willing to put the effort in, if you're willing to do the work, then today is a great opportunity for you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have just about 1 minute before we kick off our meeting. About 1 minute. We're allowing others to continuously come in. We're grateful for each and every one of you joining today. Listen, I just want to put this on your mind before we start this Zoom call this morning, that we must understand that opportunities do come in lifetimes. Opportunities do come for our lives. When you understand that opportunities are not just for you, opportunities are used to help change other family members and your community. So that's the mindset we want you to come into this Zoom call today with. We want to understand that our opportunities are not only just for us. We're not, we have to understand that we're in a servanthood. We're to be servant to others. And once you open your mind to helping as many people as you can, then you will understand the manner of servanthood, why you are here. And today we have a excellent and great speaker. Great speaker. This is a truly a blessing for all of us. I'll go ahead today and introduce him as our speaker today. Great man, full of a lot of knowledge, and he is helping families change their life. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. I'm excited to introduce the speaker for this session. Our speaker is a family man, a military veteran, a successful entrepreneur for over 25 years. He has earned millions. That's right, millions in three markets, three separate industries, and has come out of retirement for the fourth industry. Not only has done quite well for himself, but he has always done what's best for his people. His goal is to help 10,000 families earn $5,000 monthly. What I like most about this gentleman is he is truly a down to earth servant leader. So let me introduce to you the person that is helping me launch my business and build legacy wealth. The VP of Leadership Development and one of the partners of the company, Mr. Samuel Bean. Good morning, Mr. Bean.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Good morning, everybody. Guys, we have a really blessed opportunity this morning to share something with you guys that we know for a fact is going to change the lives of people all around the United States and even at some point in time, people outside the U.S. But in order for you to take care of families around the world, you got to take care of families in your neighborhood first. And so for us, to meet here this morning. I wanted to actually have this event today instead of a weekday because we wanted more people on, but we also wanted to stay in line with the spirit of being grateful. And like you said, my wife and I, humbly have had a measurable level of success in business, over the years. And that's because we've sat at the feet of people who had, what I would like to say, our answers and not our problems. People who were already millionaires, people who didn't need us to make money, but they wanted to make money with us, so we can go on and pass those teachings on. And so I came out of retirement, again, because this is something that is going to help me fulfill my initiative of what I call Project 10,000. Okay, Project 10,000 basically what we're doing is we're going to help 10,000 families get to $5,000 a month in residual recurring income over the next 5 years. Okay, and for the people who are a part of that initiative, guys, you guys are going to see a lot of wealth being created within your markets, within your brokerages, and just within your households. And that's the most important thing. Okay. So with that being said, today, we're here to launch the Project 500 for Mr. Johnson and his followers and people who are associated with him. And what that means is that over the next 6 months, what we're going to do is we're putting 500 people in business. Okay. And these people are going to be in a position to have careers, okay, that are going to be six-figure careers. These people are going to be in position to have brokerages and businesses and generate wealth for those who like building sales forces as well. Um, Everybody's going to have an opportunity to participate in a manner that's, conducive to their character, their personality, and really what they want to do and how they want to participate. But one thing I love about it, and one of the reasons why I came back into the industry is when this opportunity was presented to me to be a part of the fold, now the VP and now an actual minority partner in the company. Uh, it was because I saw a way for a person to come in, make a six-figure a year income on a very part-time basis without recruiting and without it being network marketing. Okay. And so that was one of the most important things. I wanted something that people can really get their life back and make the money without having to sacrifice time with their families. Okay. You have one life to live, and you should take care of the money so you can live the rest of your life on a high level when it comes to quality, not having to be somewhere based on the fact that money dictates it. Okay. And so, with that being said, let me share with you, why we're here and why Build is going to be the company that you see that's going to put a lot of people in a position where they never have to worry about money again as long as they live. And so Build is a high ticket sales brokerage, guys. That's one of those things where you look at high ticket sales around the internet, social media and stuff right now. It's not one of those things where they're pitching you some small, some small price items like credit repair, how to build your own, insurance company and stuff like that for pennies on a dollar. Then they charge you 10, 15, $20,000 to come to some kind of special training camp. And yeah, it's just a scam. Okay. Our high ticket sales brokerages are verticals that millionaires and billionaires are already doing business in. Okay. And the difference between them and the masses is that a lot of people where I'm from, they don't have millions of dollars to start these type of companies up, right? Those people do. So what we're doing now is putting the power of entrepreneurship back into the communities where it doesn't matter where you're, how old you are, what your background is. This is going to be a second chance, for a lot of people, but it's going to be the ultimate opportunity, for the people who see it. So four verticals in this company, and entrepreneurship is one of the key. One, again, when you look at businesses, guys, you see the landscape of entrepreneurship is changing. And it's changing because people are losing their jobs to AI. People are losing their jobs to outsourcing, right? People are losing their jobs to technology and innovation. And they're losing their jobs because one is affecting the company's bottom lines positively. And when you can actually replace a human being that you have to pay an hourly wage or a salary, monthly salary to, with a technology that you purchased one time, it's a good business decision. It's not a personal decision. But we who are not prepared for business, we take it personal because you don't think about the business side of it. You think about now you got to find another job, another career. Now you got to find another way to take care of your family when these individuals are just making sure that they take care of their families by eliminating overhead and eliminating employees. So it's not a personal thing. We should get on the same page as entrepreneurs. Okay. So it's not one of those things where you should think about it. It's one of those things that you should mandate in your life. You should become a business owner some way, shape, form, or fashion, even if it's not with us. Okay. So you see the current financial situations, obviously, debt crises, layoffs, high interest rates, as people who have jobs experience these things, right? People who are successful entrepreneurs, they don't. Okay. People who are successful entrepreneurs, they always find a way to make money and do business, even in bad economies, right? When you look at one of the worst things that ever happened to the U.S. in years when it came to the economy, it was COVID. Okay, and a lot of people were locked out. Tens of thousands of businesses closed. Hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people actually lost their jobs. And people who are entrepreneurs like myself, I was locked in my house like everybody else, but I sold coffee. So not only did I continue to sell coffee because people don't stop drinking it, I actually sold more coffee because people were stressed out. And when they're stressed out, guess what? They lean heavily on their habits and on their addictions. Okay. And so, again, when you look at business, I understand business and I also understand how to make sure me and my family never have to worry about any of those things I just showed you. Okay. And when you look in the dictionary, there's a word called entrepreneur, and that's by definition is a person who can solve a problem. Okay. Now, when you look at all of these gigs right here, you talk about the gig economy, the Ubers, the Etsy's, Airbnbs of the world, Shopify, Amazon, DoorDash, you actually have people who are all around you participating in all of these things. Highly educated people who went to college, got a degree, but company closed down. So you have to do something to make the ends meet, right? These people are making billions of dollars because they have now come up with an opportunity for you to put a band-aid on the problem that you actually have, give you a temporary fix, something that's not going to ever retire you or the masses. Hey, they're going to pay you just enough to keep you tied to that gig, right? And you're going to do just enough to make sure that you make enough money to get by. So that's one thing. And again, that's an opportunity for people to stop the bleeding. That's great, but it's not the ultimate thing. Okay. So when you look at companies, you look at, ones that are going to really change the dynamic on how you earn and how your lifestyle evolves over the years, you want to look at businesses, that check these three boxes. Okay. And you want to look at it from an ownership perspective. You want to own a company that's in industries with big target markets and low penetration, right? Which means that that's a big playing field. You don't have to worry about scarcity mentality or how many people participate. There's going to be enough money for everybody to eat. Okay. Essential goods and services, guys, like gas, electricity, water, cell phones, basically things that people have to pay every month, regardless of what the economy, is going through. So you look at essential goods is gas, electricity, water. That's a residual income for those companies. Cell phones, residual income is for those companies. You look at, like I said, coffee, cigarettes, all the other stuff, tobacco products, alcohol, those are habit and addictive form. All of those are residual incomes for somebody, right? And so these all do good in good and bad economies. Okay? And so you want to make sure you find something that checks those boxes. Okay? And so for us, what you're going to see is an expanding portfolio of companies. Right here, you have four. Again, with brand new company, not too new, but our partnerships have been around forever. Okay, our marketing company just came out, so we're now picking and choosing, what type of companies do we want to participate in, and the majority of them are going to be centered around homeowners. Okay, so Encore Solar is our solar company, guys. When you look at solar and you look solar versus a part-time job, solar versus a part-time gig, you can work 30 hours a week, on a part-time job and still won't make $3,000 a month. But if you're actually doing solar, you can do one deal in solar and make 6 to 10 grand, a month, and that's a very part-time. Okay. And that's just making a couple phone calls here, a couple phone calls there. Actually, after we teach you how to make those phone calls. But the average person out there, guys, they're in bankruptcy because they can't put their hands on an extra 500 to $1,000 a month, and they're taking on water, taking on debt, and they're drowning fast. And so The fastest way to get out of that is to file bankruptcy. Well, if you actually, do one deal every 3 or 4 months, guys, as you can see, the power of that, you really don't have to go get a job. Okay. And you still continue to keep that time, that 30 hours a week back in your household where you can impact the lives of your children and also enhance the value of your relationship with your spouse or significant other. Okay. Rain, Rain H2O is our water filtration company. Now, we're talking about alkaline hydration, top of the line water filtration company, right? When you look at the company that we partner with, yes, this company was a company that introduced alkaline water to North America, right? So it's not just some mom and pop top type company that just popped up. They've been around here forever, right? These are the people who actually build our machines. So we have the top of the line machines, at half the cost of our competitors, right? And they don't have what we offer. One, two, when you look at just the commission aspect of it. They give their people $200 to $300 a deal. Guys, we pay our people $1,000 to $2,100 a deal. Keep in mind that uh, water filtration, companies is like one of the fastest growing segments of business in the U.S. 2 years ago, 8.4, I'm sorry, 8 point, yeah, 7.45, um, 7.85 billion people bought water filtration systems. Last year, it was $8.45 billion in revenue generated on uh, water filtration systems. Then you have security, right? ADT brings $500 to $700 a deal. Again, anytime you have the economy change, people lose homes, crime goes up, and you want to protect the ones you love, right? And the things that you value. Well, we also have a Ripple, which is coming out, which is a military grade security system, and it's portable. So if you have a wife who, says she's at home, you're gone, guess what? Intruder comes into the house, guess what's going to happen? The pressure of the house is going to change if they open that door or open that window. And when that alarm goes off, they won't be able to shut it off like they can an ADT or a Brink system, right? They don't know where the noise is coming from. They don't know where the trip switch is because there is not one, right? And so they're going to leave, and that noise will not stop until that person, the homeowner, shuts it off. So the cool part about this is that you can take it from your house to your dorm room if you are a young lady on a college campus. And we all know the numbers of men intruding and doing bad things to young women on these college campuses. A woman who works late at night, at her job, at her office. A woman who's on a girls trip in Miami or New York or whatever in an Airbnb. They can take it everywhere they go. Okay, and so that's why that's so important. And guess what? We're the only ones that actually have it. We have the patent and everything on that system. Okay, and not only will you make really good money on selling it, but they're also going to give you residual income, like the residual income you have with our Smart Money Club and our lifestyle benefits. I'm going to talk about in just a second. Okay, but when you look at our flagship service, we're not a solar company. Like I said, we're a high ticket sales brokerage. But solar is our flagship service. It's the one that gives us the most bang for our buck right now based on timing. And as you can see, the market, we talk about high demand, low market penetration. You're looking at 90 million homes are eligible for solar, right? Only 5 million have gone solar over the years. That's exponentially growing at a rate that's amazing for us, because you have people who are now looking at going solar for a lot of reasons. And when you look at the presidency, right now, the new president that's coming into office, and he's already brought on Elon Musk, yeah, is who's already the solar guy. And he's going to be responsible for energy when it comes to the country going forward, right? So you look at what California has done. Fact, since 2020, you cannot build a house, and you haven't been able to build a house in California without it having solar on it. That's a law. By 2035, they won't even be able to sell gas operated vehicles in the state of California. That's another law. Okay. Think about how that's going to change and transition through all other states in the United States of America. It's not if it happens, it's when. And understanding when it happens that it's going to happen. One, you want to take advantage of the benefits that they're offering right now, and you also want to make sure that you put yourself in a position where you are the reason why everybody else goes solar. Because as we have people who are making serious money right now. I have a guy that already made 100 grand, over 100 grand in 1 month back in April. And he's been doing an average of 10 deals a month, 10 to 15 deals a month, 75, 50 to 75 grand a month. Right? I have people who have never done solar before, who are making, 10, 15 grand a month, people who are tracking to have a six or multiple six-figure annual income on a part-time basis while they're still doing what they're doing. Okay. And so this is one of the game changers. When we talk about economics, you have people who are out there praying for something. You have people who are out there in on social media or in the newspapers looking for a part-time job or something extra to make the ends meet. As look no more. We have a resolution for the masses. Okay, so some of the benefits that you have by going solar. These are some of the same benefits that you're going to share with people when they ask you about solar. Okay, so saving up to 50% energy costs, guys, and what I'm normally seeing is about 30 to 40% savings on average. 0% down with various financing options. So this is very, very important because a lot of people don't want to come out of pocket for a system, and here they don't have to. And the percentages are as low as 3.9% a month, which is what I got. And so you get a chance to actually choose your rate of insurance if you qualify. And if you need a roof or roof repairs, guys, if you qualify for solar, you can get those rolled over into the cost of the solar system and still have a monthly bill that's lower than the bill that you're actually paying right now for the services that's being rendered to you. Okay? Blackout protection. I'm in Texas, and we get a lot of storms, and we have a lot of hurricanes that knock out a lot of electricity. The last storm that we had about 3 months ago, we had 39 people lose their life based on the fact that they didn't have access to electricity for their life-saving devices or for the proper temperature in their homes to keep them alive, right? Yeah, people froze to death. You had people who died, based on heat exhaustion. You had different people who died for different reasons. But you also had people who took on a lot of losses when it came to, spoiled foods and having to go to hotels and stuff like that. So when you have a backup battery, that energy is stored, right? And it continues to reset itself every day. So you don't have to worry about ever having that challenge again. My wife and my two kids and I, we were displaced for 6 days, and our electricity would have been off, for 13 days like everybody else's. But now that'll never happen to us again because we have solar from this company on our roof. Okay, tax credits as 30%. That's a huge deal. So whatever your system costs, 30% of that can be used to offset the taxes that you owe. Okay, or you can let the bank use it, and the bank will use it and give you a huge discount based on that tax break. Okay, immediate increase in home value. So your property value goes up anywhere from 4 to 7% now, from what I understand, right away per Zillow. Okay. So, and it does that because when a person's looking at a home that you're about to sell that has a solar energy system on it, a person's about to buy a house that has no energy bill, no electricity bill. Okay? And so your house automatically becomes more sexier than the house next door. So while everybody else is upgrading their kitchen, countertops and backsplashes in the bathroom, backsplashes, you having a solar system on your roof is going to make them money, right? Based on the fact that they're keeping that four, $500, $600 a month that they would be paying on electric bill in their house now. Okay. Let's see. Clean energy. It's a no-brainer. We want to make sure that we use something that doesn't continue us, have us burning or using fossil fuels. We want that stuff around for different reasons. But those numbers I talked about, staggering numbers. In 2022, guys, someone was sold every 44 seconds. Okay. Last year, 2023, someone was sold every 39 seconds. As this year is going to, it's already bananas. Let me share some with you. So from a number of what's happening right now while we're watching this presentation, last week 497,000 people did an internet search on solar installation. Right? People are going solar every day with or without our help. Okay? Which means that we're leaving money on the table, revenue on the table, income on the table, opportunities on the table. Okay. So 25-year production guarantee here. Obviously, you want to make sure that the company that's doing the installation is credible. But this company's been around since 2011. They've done over 160,000 installs, right? And guys, they've won awards. They guarantee more than what the other companies guarantee. Other companies only guarantee the actual products, the solar panels and things like that. Well, this company guarantees that, but they also guarantee power, return loss of savings, and guarantee production. So again, they're putting their money where their expertise and their resume is, right? And when you look at a company, we're not a, just in Texas company or just in California company, guys. We're in 38 states. And in the next 3 months to 6 months, we'll be in 44. Okay. And in climbing. So look out there, look at the landscape of what's going on. Nobody else out there is doing what we're doing, and it covers the territory that we cover. So you have people in different cities, different states, contacts, family members who need to go solar, guys. You can service them in these states and so. So, what do you see here? Seeing what you see and what I see are two totally different things. Not because I'm smarter than you, just because I had a little bit more time getting insight and education on what I have my hands on. Okay, the average person will see I see opportunity because nobody has solar in this picture. What I see is a lot of people who are being manipulated. Okay, because even if you don't believe in solar and you don't understand solar, you're already paying for solar panels. They're just not on your house, right? You're paying for solar panels for your electric companies. Guys, at this point, electric companies have stopped fighting solar. They know the direction that the country is going in. They're all starting to now buy solar farms. And guess what? They're making you pay for it. They're charging you, the price of solar. I mean, they charge you the price of fossil fuels, right? And they're taking all that excess money and they're putting it into their solar farms. As a matter of fact, if you look at your bill, some of you might see something where it says clean energy project or something solar or whatever. It'll say something where, and you may not think it's a whole lot of anything because it's, basic opinions on a dollar here, $2 there, 47 cents here. Well, when you take that over 17 million people, right? Or you take that over 3 million people or however many companies however many households that electric company services, guys, we're talking about you actually building out these people's total infrastructure, right? You're their crowdfunding source. And while you're sitting here refusing solar, they're making you pay for it. And then they're going to make you pay for it again, right? So again, it's time for you to educate yourself, open your minds up to, what's happening around you. Just one from a consumer perspective and two from a business perspective. Okay. So when I heard this and I saw this, it blew my mind. I'm like, this is genius, but it's also crude, well, I tell you. So when I look at, some of the deals that we've done already, California, we had an agent, real estate agent that, went back to some of their clients, made some phone calls, and this Century 21 agent, got one of the old clients to get a system from us. They were paying 287 a month before us on average, and now they're paying 148 a month. So this is the thing. You're looking at this bill saying $148, $140 a month, difference. It may or may not make a difference to you, but keep in mind, this bill is never going to go up again, and one day it'll go away. Okay, that's the most important thing. So commission on it though, it's a win-win situation. They won on the savings, right? And our Century 21 agent and our mentor who helped them close the deal, they won on the commission side. So everybody wins. When you look at what happened here, we have EXP, a real estate agent over in Florida, as they had a customer that paid was paying 114 a month before solar, and then 290 a month after solar. Okay, after doing business with us. So again, for them it made sense. Yeah, and like I said, a solar presentation is not a presentation; it's an IQ test. Again, if you can count, guys, it's got to make sense to you. Okay? And if you're a business person or someone who is just trying to make some extra money, this has to make sense to you as well. Again, commission $8,200 split up by the person who brought the deal to the table, okay, and the person who actually did the actual transaction for them. Keep in mind, you can be a truck driver like Don, right? And all you have to do is talk to people who have a home. And guess what? Don has to do no presentations. Like even this presentation, Don is not doing it. Okay. He's just communicating to you guys that he has an offer that you should consider, whether you take advantage of it or not. That's how simple what he's doing is. This is how people make money today, right? Things are evolving around us. Okay. And so when you look at the energy cost over time, guys, again, economics is what it is. Look at what you were paying 5 years ago as a bill. Look at what you're paying today. Okay. 100% of you are paying more money today than you were 5 years ago. Guess what? If you stay on with your electric company, don't go solar, 5 years from now, you'll be paying more per month than what you're paying for today. Okay. See, this is the thing. This is from a business perspective as well, and also just as a life hack. You have a house that you're buying, right? Not renting. None of you would ever sign up to rent a house for 30 years, never to own it, right? You want to own it, so you can use it and leverage it and maybe one day leave it to your kids. Okay. You bought the house, you bought the land under it. Okay? And so now here's an opportunity for you to buy a piece of the sun, right? It's an opportunity for you to now stop leasing, stop renting your energy and own the system that produces it. Okay. One day, keep in mind, like I said, when you own that system, you pay no more electric bills. Just like you, when you own your house, you don't pay any more mortgages. Okay. And so this is where, again, the wealthiest people in the world, they think like this. Okay. They don't think like people who, again, stay in debt and live in debt and die in debt. Okay. So this is just wealth philosophies that I'm sharing with you guys that somebody taught me. Okay. And speaking to people who you learn from, here's Warren Buffett, the gentleman who basically said, "Hey, look, I'm all about the smart investment. Energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history," says this man, and he's one of the wisest investors in the world. And guys, just like me, I'm quite sure each and every last one of you would be willing to share or change your bank account for his. Well, in order to do that, to actually even have a start at doing that, you have to start changing your philosophies and your understandings to think like him. Okay. This man didn't just say this. This man put $10 billion of his own money, right, into clean energy, into solar. So if he's doing that, that's kind of a clue. So if he's putting $10 billion into solar, again, just from an investment perspective, you should probably put 100, 1,000, 10,000 into solar just as an investment idea, okay, knowing where it's going. Okay. So when it comes to compensation plan, obviously we sell four different things right now at this point in time. Company pays you seven different ways, and you get a chance to pick and choose how you work the business and how you actually get paid in the company. But going back to how I started earlier, this is a legitimate career opportunity for somebody who doesn't want to build a team or who doesn't want to be in network marketing and they want to do this fully part time. Okay. And that's a six-figure situation for people. And I'm going to show you how that works and how that looks. Okay. But for people who see the big picture as well, and people who you're on the other side of that pendulum and you say, I want to build a sales force, I want to build a brokerage because I want to leverage and complete with overrides. Okay. And make that money while I'm sleeping and while I'm traveling and while I'm living my best days of my life, guys. We have that too. We service both sides. So for a person who just wants to sell, who just wants a career, part-time career, and you want to make money like that, as the company says, we'll pay you 70%, every commission. We'll pay you, I'm sorry, said yeah, 70% of the commissions on every sale. And let's just say this is an average sale, $10,000 on the install. Okay, that's $7,000 when it comes to that commission. Now, you can get the whole entire commission, guys, if you're working both sides of the deal. Okay. But in the beginning, since you're not a mentor, since you're not one of the experts that does the transactions, what you do is you bring the deals to the table and you get half of it. Okay. And as a person who's originating that deal, you're going to make half of this commission, $3,500, guys. Get this, $3,500 for doing three things. And just don't mess this up and you can make as much money as you want to. Okay. One, all you have to do is pique a person's interest and give them the same benefits that I gave you earlier in the conversation. Okay, go back to the benefits for the consumer. You give them those benefits. Now, when they start asking you questions that you are not qualified to answer, you say, "Hey, look, I own a solar brokerage, but I have a solar division that handles that. I have experts that handle that. That's not what I do for a living. Okay, this is just one of my streams of income, but this is what you do. Two, give me the bill. Give me the bill. And three, I'm going to set you an appointment, to talk to my expert, and that person is going to go over everything for you. Okay. That's your only job. One, two, three. Pique person's interest, give them the benefits. Two, get the bill. Three, set the appointment. And guess what? When you do that properly, and then your expert, the mentor, does their job, you get $3,500. They get $3,500. Okay. Now, on the mentor side, the person that you're going to refer them to, okay, that individual is going to one, they're going to do about a 10-minute presentation conversation with them about everything solar as it pertains to their home. Two, they're going to show them a design on how the solar panels look on their homes basically through AI. They had the address from the bill, and based on the usage that they had over those 12 months, that's also on that bill. They know how many panels that person needs, and they know exactly how they want to place them so they get the most sunlight. So that individual is going to see that as well. Okay. Then they're going to see, the benefits of a battery. They're going to see the benefits, of financing and how to get financed. They're going to get all of the things, the conversation, Q&A that they want, and then they get to make a buying decision. When they make that buying decision, guess what? You can be sitting right there, muted, watching the whole entire thing being mentored. Okay. You are allowed to be a part of that conversation, sit in on it. And so that's how you learn how to be a mentor one day if that's your goal. Okay, you bring three deals to the table like that, guys. Guess what happens? That mentor does the deals for you. You split a commission with the mentor. They did all the heavy lifting for you. Okay. Now, if you want to be a mentor, you go close five deals on your own. If you don't, you just keep on bringing deals to other mentors. And I have a lot of people who just do that, and that's all they want to do, right? And so you get to pick and choose how you participate from this point going forward. Once you complete the company certification in-house, watch a couple of videos, guys, and answer a couple of questions, simple questions, we then put your name in lights, add your name to a drop-down box in your state, and anybody who wants to do business with you in your state, or they just know that you're a great mentor in all states, they'll pick you, and now you have free leads, organic leads coming to you that you don't have to work for, and you get half of every commission that's brought to you. That's how my guy who's in Atlanta, Georgia, did over 100 grand in the month of April. He did 28 deals that were brought to him in 1 month. Okay, and that's a very, very important thing. People are bringing deals to you. So our network is so huge, guys, that we send deals to people all the time. Okay, so mentor sales, people are going to want to become a mentor like you, like I stated. They need three deals just like you'll need three deals. You have four people who will come to you every month that need four deals done. You complete four deals with them. That's 12 deals total. It's $42,000 a month based on the $10,000 example I gave you. And keep in mind that that's just a number, a round number for presentation purposes. I have people like Sarah George, out of Maryland, okay, who her first deal she did, paid her 14 grand, her half. Okay. It was a 28 grand, it was over a $30,000 commission, but she made 14 grand on the deal. You have people in California who made 58 grand on a commercial deal that they just handed over to the commercial company. Okay. So there's a lot of ways you can make money, but $42,000, guys, for helping people get those 12 deals and do that every month, that's a $500,000 a year. Okay. Can you make a $500,000 a year on your job doing what you're doing in the amount of time it takes for you to just bring a couple of deals to the table with us? Okay. And so again, this is where things change. This is where you now start to see how important it is to leverage systems, how important it is for you to now empower other people and put other people on. This is why Mr. Johnson is so passionate about you guys being here on a Saturday afternoon, right? Being here with us, hearing about what he has to bring to the community. Because it's not just about Mississippi, he is looking to help people all over the United States of America because he wants to leave a legacy, for his family and the people who he associates with. Right? But Zig Ziglar said it best: you get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Basically, guys, you put everybody else's family first, and you'll never be last. Your family will never be last. So, speaking of putting everybody else first, guys, when you put people in a position of empowerment, you become the founder of the feast, right? And it's no different than you owning a company, where you override all the sales, or you a real estate broker that overrides every real estate transaction, or every mortgage transaction, or every insurance transaction, or you own a law firm, guys, where you override every deal that comes into the firm, the agency, the investment agency. This is where I want you to start thinking, like right here, because for those of you who want more than just a career, you can come in and sell, and you can also build a brokerage. Okay, leverage is key here. Okay, if you ever want to work your way out of the job, you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. It's like I told a guy who made 100 grand in a month, as I can make way more money than him just by building a very successful brokerage, just by putting my friends on, my family on, right? And so this is how you now start to say, you know what? let's say Don, he brought his sponsor in this example. He brought Mr. Beckett in, and Mr. Beckett does one deal. Okay, in that example, $3,000 was left. Remember? Well, Don would get 20% of that $3,000, which is 600 bucks. Okay, let's just say Mr. Beckett did 5 deals. Now it's $3,000. What role did Don have to play in those transactions? No role whatsoever. But he still made $3,000. Say Don brought me on. I did 5 deals. The same month. Guess what happens? You have 10 deals being done in that month, right? Or that 60-day window. Now, Don is now getting an advancement to 30% because he has 10 deals done in that 60-day window. So now that 30% instead of 20% gives him $900 on all those transactions, per that example. That's $9,000 that Don made basically by enrolling me and Mr. Beckett in this example. So, guys, I just wanted to keep it real simple to show you at some point in time, you'll have 10, 15, 20 people in your brokers. They may be doing 50 deals, 100 deals. We have people who are doing 15, 20 deals a month by themselves without their team members, without their sales forces. So, I really want you guys to let this sink in because, again, a lot of us, we overlook opportunities and we overlook moments like this based on uh, past experiences or based on our a lack of understanding of what we have our hands on. I'm definitely going to be here to make sure that we answer any questions that you guys may have, when we wrap up. But you all the way up to national director, 45% frontline, okay, on everyone you bring to the table, and you see 25% on the overrides on the team members that come in and become salespeople, on your sales force through other people. And this also gives you an opportunity to have ownership in the company. Basically, be a part of a profit share where you take a piece of every transaction that happens in the company. Okay. And so, again, real big deal here. And I just talked about, gave you guys some examples on how that works when it comes to overrides. But just from a business perspective, guys, we are now transitioning. I'm in my 50s, right? So it was no internet when I first came out of the military. It was all manual labor. It was all brick and mortar businesses. Okay. And so now the way people have changed it, they went from brick and mortar to click and order, right? So now you have people who are still opening up solar companies and they're paying 150,000 to $250,000 to open up a company, and they're spending 25,000 to $50,000 a month to sustain them and run them. As I like myself, like Don Johnson, like Earl Beckett, Don's senior partner, guys, we've all paid $200 to open up our solar brokers, and we have access to all of those things that these people paid $250,000 for. Okay, it's about working smarter, not harder. It's about being more efficient. Okay, and now remember, we get a chance to do business in 38 territories. A person who's opening up a brand new company in solar, they only get a chance to operate in the city or state that they're in, or two or three. We have the run at the whole entire show around the US, guys. Okay. So, how does a person get started in their career, part-time sales career as a consultant, with the company of Build? $149, will get you activated and get you into business, get you into sales right away. You still have the opportunity in this situation to bring on and build a sales force, right? $49 a month, it keeps all of your support, all your trainings, all your apps and everything on. Basically cost of doing business, which is pennies on a dollar, nothing to actually shake a stick at. And then you look at Builder. This is where the brokerage, effect comes in. This is where all the perks and benefits come in as well. So not only can you build a brokerage or sales force, but there are things that come with this, $199 that again have extreme value. Okay, first and foremost, the Smart Money Club. Now, this is one of the most genius things that the owner did because he understands that you're going to make a lot of money in the company. You have the potential to do that. But what happens is when you have people who make 50 grand a year, they make 150 to $200,000 a year in our company, that money is going to go away. That person doesn't know what to do with that money. So we're teaching them. You have programs and things in place, not just for you. You can also lend these and give access to your friends and your family to these programs based on you having access to them. But you'll learn how to sustain your income. You'll learn how to grow it, scale it. You'll learn how to diversify. We're bringing other investment opportunities into this fold as well. Guys, so it's not just the information, when it comes to financial and business mastery and access to those programs, but we're also bringing money, opportunities to this the Smart Money Club as well. So a lot of you guys see the crypto thing going, that we will have financial opportunities with that. A lot of you guys see forex trading and stuff like that. We have financial opportunities with that, guys. We have some things that I'm since I have I've signed this piece of paper saying I can't talk about certain things. We have some things that I'm excited about that is going to change the landscape of business again and continue to put us in a driver's seat on how this economy moves for people when it comes to high ticket sales and gigs. So that's huge. That comes with that 199. Now the other thing that comes to, I call these the lifestyle rewards for Build. This membership covers restaurants, retailers, and travelers. 50,000 restaurants, including steakhouses. In Texas, we're big on steaks and barbecue, and we have some of our best steakhouses in this program, which is amazing. Retailers, if you, regardless of whether you're looking at shopping for clothes or you have activities for kids, like movie theaters, bouncy houses, cruises, stuff like that, all that stuff is included in the retailers. Then for you who are our travelers, right? That's me. I live to travel. 850,000 travel providers. Went to Vegas in February, stayed at the Bellagio, saved $28 a night for 5 nights. Went to LA, stayed at the LAX Hilton, saved $31 a night for 6 nights. And my wife went to Cancun a couple months ago. Would have actually saved $317 on that 3 night stay, but we had already booked it before we were introduced to this program. Okay, so again, I'm already saved the amount of money that I paid to get started in the company. And right now, I have a network in the company that spans almost 2,000 business owners and subscribers. So I am definitely qualified to show you guys how to get to those levels of income that you want to achieve. See, here in this situation, for people who are business owners, people who are building a brokerage, a person who's not just here to have a sales career, I am now showing people how to build a business like the people who are the billionaires around the world right now. And I say, oh, because when you look at the research and you do what's the most common type of business that is creating 7 figures for people on 6 and 7 figures for people on an annual basis, it's subscription-based businesses. Okay. And so you might have people who want to, come and sell solar. That's fine. That's their prerogative. People want to come and sell, alkaline hydrated water. That's fine. That's their prerogative. People who want to come in and I have people who major in security. They want to sell out. As a matter of fact, I have a guy who just signed a deal out of California who they're putting our security system on 64 houses. That just happened this week. So you got people who are going to sell that as well. That's their prerogative. Guys, I sell freedom. I sell lifestyle. Okay. And when you look at options, give you an example. Through COVID, I brought up COVID earlier. Remember, during COVID, a lot of companies took off. Fortnite as a video game took off because people were locked in their house. Zoom as a company took off, and blew up because people had to do business from home. Netflix took off because people didn't have a choice but to Netflix and chill. So Netflix, they have 260 million subscribers, right? 260 million people subscribe to Netflix, right? HBO, 100 million people who are locked in the house subscribe to HBO. 239 people, 239 million people who on Spotify who wanted to listen to music subscribe to Spotify. Guys, I'm giving you example of what subscriberships do. Now, the one that I love the most and the one that I attach myself to the most based on this opportunity that we have here is Amazon. Jeff Bezos, guys, one of the richest men in the world, right? Amazon Prime is a subscription. Y'all have Most of y'all have Amazon Prime. As a matter of fact, if you have Amazon Prime, put a one in the chat or just say me, I, something, right? That's because Amazon Prime, just I could have asked you that on Netflix, you would have said me or I too. But I want to share with you how powerful Amazon Prime is. You're paying $100 a year, whatever that is, you're paying for customer service, right? And that's what you're paying for, right? And so when you look at that Amazon Prime membership, it gets you the products that you're buying from Amazon the same day or next day. It gives you the opportunity and the power, right? Sounds like I'm selling Amazon, but I'm not. But it gives you the power to get better pricing, right? On, the same products that are coming from the manufacturer, right? It gives you an opportunity to have better, customer service by giving you an opportunity to return it easier with no pay, with no hassle, and getting immediate. So you're paying for a high quality service, but 200 million people are subscribing to Amazon Prime. Jeff Bezos is making a flat out fortune on, everything that they sell, but his security, his peace of mind comes from that 200 million subscribers. Okay. And so when you look at Thanksgiving, yeah, that man had a lot to be thankful for. Right. And so I want to make sure that our next Thanksgiving, next year, we're in a totally different position. I want to make sure next year, this time, we have people who are making two, $3,000 a month, 4, 5,000 a month, 15, $25,000 a month of just residuals from the subscriptions. Okay. Because the what I and my vision is on this, guys, it's not even about how much money I want to make, and I know what I'm designed to earn in this compensation plan, but I'm looking at people who you may actually have $4,000 worth of mortgages and car notes that you may say you make $6,000 a month on your job, right? And you're making $4,000 a month, as in subscriptions in our company. As that money that you're making on your job, you take that money and do whatever you want to do with it. Okay. Or you can just take the 4,000 and say, you know what? Yeah, I want to invest $2,000 a month in S&P 500 or some type of stock, some whatever it is that you believe in, some type of investment portfolio for retirement that you believe in. And you can take that extra residual recurring income and put it into that. Okay. So you and your family never have to worry about it, into an insurance policy, right? That you can actually borrow from one day. Whole nother conversation, right? But this is not about how much money because today matters. You need money today, but tomorrow matters as well. And that's what we're working on, putting people in position to do when it comes to doing business with Don. Okay. And so you're here to make a difference, not just make a dollar. So, with that being said, what I want to do is I'm going to put a bonus and bring Don back up. But again, $199, guys, $99 a month. And that $99 a month goes away when you bring on 4 business partners or 4 people who want to sell as a career. You get everything that I just offered, to you with a bow on it. Last week, guys, a lot of you guys spent $200 on something that won't give you a return. Last night, we went to a comedy show and watched Godfrey at the Improv. We spent $200 last night on food, beverages, a table for $120, right? Enjoyed the experience, but that was $200 that, again, it did what it was designed to do. But that $200, that same $200 can put somebody else in a position where they never have to worry about it as long as they live. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing this here. Done. I'll do is allow you to come back on real quick, address your audience as we move forward, and then anybody who sees the vision, has questions, we'll definitely make sure we get your questions answered. Anybody who is ready to rock and roll, Don is going to get you his link so we can get you in, and also make sure that we get your game plan set up and get you your instructions. So, Don, the microphone is yours. The floor is yours, sir.
Mr. Bean, we certainly thank you for your time. We're thankful for your time today. Just you taking time out to come on to incite us and give us more knowledge. That's what I'm most appreciative for, the knowledge and the financial goals that I have. I've listen, guys. I've obtained so much knowledge from reading. I was spending time at one time in my life playing PlayStations and doing odd and end things. Now, in my spare time, I'm reading. I'm reading books. I'm gaining more and more knowledge, and I am going to be the first generational millionaire of my family. I'm not going to worry about my kids' future. I'm not worried about mine because Mr. Samuel Bean and Mr. Earl Beckett have provided opportunities for me to see, most importantly, the things that I have dreamed of.
and now I know that I can accomplish them. So, Mr. Bean, thank you for your time. Great feed. Um, Everybody, you can reach out to me. The ones I'd invited, I will give you the information to be in contact with Mr. Bean, Mr. Earl Beckett for more information. Let's build this foundation, this system that Mr. Bean has created for us works. It works, family. And if you work it and you want to change your life and you want to secure your future in an unstable world, this is an opportunity to do so. Mr. Bean, we thank you. I just wanted to yield the floor now to Mr. Earl Beckett, who is a very means the world to me. Important mentor also of my life. He's the co-host of this morning's um, feed. So, Mr. Earl Beckett.
Mrs. Don, Mr. Bean, it is definitely a privilege just to serve and uh, to help Don to launch his business. I'm appreciative to the rest of the team that joined us. This is 2024. We only have a few more clicks before 2025. And so you don't have to wait until January the 1st to make New Year's resolution. Resolve now by acting now. You've been given the information. We're here to serve you. And again, like Don said, that it is not a pipe dream. We have access to those that have been there and done it in several industries and is willing to serve us. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Bean. Again, thank you right after this Thanksgiving that you took time away from your family to help us serve our families. So thank you again.
No problem. Yeah, I have people in my living room right now. It's all good though. It's about again service. You know what I mean? Like I said, taking the time out your day to pour into people's future. It's again, my people understand it. They appreciate it. They know what I do, and but I'm for each and every last one of you guys. Again, that's not lip service. Uh, Don Johnson brought these guys to you for a reason, and it wasn't a selfish one. Okay? And so he's giving you an opportunity to say yes or no before everybody else do. We will definitely be having more conversations and more events on Mr. Johnson's behalf and on the behalf of the people who see his vision and who wants to become a part of something special. So, Project 10,000 is alive, but we're going to build Project 5,000 on the way to Project 10,000 for you as well, because it's not just about done. Each and every last one of you who see the vision, we will do some launch calls for you as well to make sure that you get your businesses off the ground. Okay. And so, together, guys, everyone will accomplish more. We will get to the top at the same exact time, right? We will get there together. So, look forward to doing business with y'all. For those of you who see something different, understand that everything that Mr. Don Johnson has to offer you guys, from solar to water, these are things that you need. So, get with him on the customer consumer side if you don't see the vision. So, take care, guys. See you guys at the top. See you guys at the bank, and see you guys in the beaches of the world. Bye bye for now.